Hey guys, Lord Naren White here, the Holy Ghost, the one true God. Back with you with the next video in my Line of God's Daily Diary series. As usual, before I discuss what I have achieved since yesterday's Daily Diary video, I want to go ahead and read you a chapter from the Bible. Today I will be continuing with 2 Kings chapter 7. Then Elisha said, Hear ye the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord, Tomorrow about this time shall a measure of fine flour be sold for a shekel, and 2 measures of barley for a shekel in the gate of Samaria. Then a lord on whose hand the king leaned answered the man of God, and said, Behold, if the Lord would make windows in heaven, might this thing be? And he said, Behold, thou shalt see it with thine eyes, but shalt not eat thereof. And there were 4 leprous men at the entering in of the gate, and they said one to another, Why sit we here until we die? If we say, We will enter into the city, then the famine is in the city, and we shall die there. And if we sit still here, we die also. Now therefore come, and let us fall into the host of the Syrians. If they save us alive, we shall live, and if they kill us, we shall but die. And they rose up in the twilight to go unto the camp of the Syrians. And when they were come to the uttermost part of the camp of Syria, behold, there was no man there. For the Lord had made the host of the Syrians to hear a noise of chariots, and a noise of horses, even the noise of a great host. And they said one to another, Lo, the king of Israel hath hired against us the king of the Hittites and the king of the Egyptians to come upon us. Wherefore they arose and fled in the twilight, and left their tents and their horses and their asses, even the camp as it was, and fled for their life. And when these lepers came to the uttermost part of the camp, they went into one tent, and did eat and drink, and carried thence silver, and gold, and raiment, and went and hid it, and came again, and entered into another tent, and carried thence also, and went and hid it. Then they said one to another, We do not well. This day is a day of good tidings, and we hold our peace. If we tarry till the morning light, some mischief will come upon us. Now therefore come, that we may go and tell the king's house. So they came and called unto the porter of the city, and they told them, saying, We came to the camp of the Syrians, and, behold, there was no man there, neither voice of man, but horses tied, and asses tied, and the tents as they were. And he called to the porters, and they told it to the king's house within. And the king arose in the night, and said unto his servants, I will now shew you what the Syrians have done to us. They know that we be hungry. Therefore are they gone out of the camp to hide themselves in the field, saying, When they come out of the city, we shall catch them alive, and get into the city. And one of his servants answered and said, Let some take, I pray thee, 5 of the horses that remain, which are left in the city. Behold, they are all as all the multitude of Israel that are left in it. Behold, I say, they are even as all the multitude of the Israelites that are consumed. And let us send and see. They took therefore 2 chariot horses, and the king sent after the host of the Syrians, saying, Go and see. And they went after them unto Jordan, and lo, all the way was full of garments and vessels, which the Syrians had cast away in their haste. And the messengers returned and told the king. And the people went out, and spoiled the tents of the Syrians. So a measure of fine flour was sold for a shekel, and 2 measures of barley for a shekel, according to the word of the Lord. And the king appointed the Lord on whose hand he leaned to have the charge of the gate, and the people trod upon him in the gate. And he died, as the man of God had said, who spake when the king came down to him. And it came to pass, as the man of God had spoken to the king, saying, 2 measures of barley for a shekel, and a measure of fine flour for a shekel, shall be tomorrow about this time in the gate of Samaria. And that Lord answered the man of God, and said, Now behold, if the Lord should make windows in heaven, might such a thing be? And he said, Behold, thou shalt see it with thine eyes, but shalt not eat thereof. And so it fell out unto him. For the people trod upon him in the gate, and he died. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So I want to go ahead and get a summary of this chapter, because there's some parts I got, but I didn't get as much of this chapter, I think. Okay, so Elisha prophesies that the food will be abundant within 24 hours. So lepers discover the Syrian camp because God makes them flee, and they get the loot from the camp with, which fulfills Elisha's prediction. And unfortunately, one of the officers who doubts Elisha is trampled by the crowd. That's the end of the chapter. So yeah, very, very powerful. So that idea of the divine power of God is definitely there, and it's an incredible chapter. So yeah, great stuff. So with the remaining time in this video, I'll go ahead and end the Bible reading there for today, and transition over to what I have achieved since yesterday's Daily Dive video. Since yesterday's Daily Dive video, I worked my software engineering job. With no further achievements since yesterday's Daily Dive video, I want to go ahead and talk about how I've been doing. Things are going well. I'm making the progress I need. Always reminding myself that it's a marathon, not a sprint. And that idea being that by the grace of God, my goals are being achieved, and I'm very thankful and grateful to Him for it. Today was a very productive day. It was just there, just to be able to stack days like that. That's why I'm grateful to God, because I'm always telling myself to keep going. I'm always telling myself this idea of getting something for my time, that the time is going to pass. Are you getting something from it? And only when the work is truly done, with everything I need to achieve, mind, body, and soul, for that day or that week or whatever, then I can relax and I can play Hogwarts Legacy, for example, or I can watch YouTube or whatever, watch shows, anything. It's that only once that work is truly done, then I can relax and, after my household is in order, so can move forward with that and be happy with that. So yeah, that's basically been how I've been feeling. It's just super duper grateful, super duper grateful, because that's it. That's just it's the best that I can do, and I'm so grateful because it's God who makes it happen, and it's with everything, man. I'm grateful to Him that He gives me the strength to clean the apartment, the strength to make my protein shakes, the strength to do my job, to read my Bible, do my lifts, train martial arts. Every bit of my glory is to the Father, Son. So whatever glory that is, everything is because of the Father and Son. So it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen one day. It's going to take day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, for some of these goals, and many of the goals I have. I intend to see them, decades and, decades down the road. So it's not like it's just going to be this, Thanos snap of the fingers and everything is achieved. It'll be a journey. And if you're watching this 1,000 years in the future, it's a reference to the Marvel Cinematic Universe from this time period. So it's a movie series. So with that, I'll go ahead and end the Bible video there for today. Just culminating with that idea being that I'm grateful, and there's not some epic achievement that I had to share. Just one day at a time, work hard, and every bit of the glory is to the Father, Son. So with that, I want to go ahead and say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as it greatly helps the channel. Light be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.